No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champions, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense will have the first possession of the game. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Buffalo's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the...
Breaks into the open. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Avery. Makes the catch. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Bulls are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's, it's about the...
Touchdown Bulls! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooners want to move quickly.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to...
There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the back. Finds a little space. It's a seam wide open. He now has 53 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. And the Bulls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Avery. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown, Buffalo! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's small. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the ground with the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the play fake. Quick strike complete. He breaks a tackle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got him downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
To the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Rides the back on the option. The give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Sooners! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed the man on that last drive.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The run to the left. He's in open space downfield. Lots of running room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Avery. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Perkins. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Bulls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside. And the
touchdown, Buffalo. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. He'll try to tack on one more. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency that...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, what a game this guy's been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They kick it away on 4th down. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
I love how
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Looking for a man. It's Avery. Makes the catch. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Now up to 58 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stoneburner. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quickly complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really...
It's a fumble on the play. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Avery. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Bulls line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The give from the gun. Picks up the first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things... Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on camera.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Avery. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The quick out. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stoneburner. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they take it in for 6 more points. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they'll make big plays for them.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's small. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
3rd down coming.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bullseye offense can do. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Wants to throw. It's Avery. Just a short pass to the tight end. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Leaves it with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Stoneburner. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the
touchdown Bulls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still swinging.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Or you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Looking to throw, it's Avery. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. If they're tackled in bounds, the clock keeps ticking.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.